Hey, so it's Professor Emrich here, and today I'm going to be explaining why Fluttershy is terrible. If you don't know what Fluttershy is, it's the ship between Discord and Fluttershy. Now, this has been a long time coming, actually, and now I'm going to be explaining why it's terrible. So gather on our pony. I'm here to serve the hottest, fanciest tea this side of the Crystal Empire. But before we continue, I just want to say this one more time. Today I will discuss why Fluttershy is one of the single most awful ships ever to step foot in fandom and the show. Please, hold your torches and pick forward until the end. First of all, the beginning. First I want to look at Discord as a character. He's funny, can be charming, and breaks the fourth wall expertly. He's based on the best antagonist in Star Trek Q. How can you not love him? Oh, I do love him. I think that by himself he's a great character and occasional antagonist, but I don't love the ship Fluttershy. Fluttershy and Discord do not have friendship founded on mutual trust and enjoyment of others' company. The relationship began with emotional manipulation, and that has been the theme throughout. Discord didn't want to be turned to stone, so he manipulated Fluttershy into a promise not to use the element on him in order to have a chance of redeeming him. He then held that over her head until she lost her temper with him, at which he promised to be good. Fluttershy is tasked with redeeming him, and he stays redeemed because he doesn't want to lose her friendship. This, my friends, is a horrible way to start a friendship. He's basically a child seeing how far he can push his parents before she snaps. At which he promises to behave. Friends are not parents. They are not carriers. Putting someone into that role is unhealthy for everyone. Discord should want to be better for himself and for others, not because he is afraid of getting in trouble or losing Fluttershy. That is not romantic. That is codependency. Which brings me to developing friendship. The show tries to portray Discord as a bit of a brat who is slowly learning how to be a friend. Once again, putting Fluttershy into a caregiving role as she guides him on his path. He is rude to her friends. He monopolishes Fluttershy's time, pushing away her other friends. He makes being around them so toxic and miserable that they don't want him to hang out with her if he is around, or even there for that matter. And he makes sure he is always there. Instead of calling him out on basic disrespect of her friends, Fluttershy ignores it or even tries to make excuses for it, pleading with her friends to be patient with him. If one friend is being toxic, it's important for you, as a friend, to quietly pull them aside and tell them and let them know that this kind of behavior isn't okay. That you know they can be better. Friends guide friends, but they aren't responsible for parenting them and teaching them how to be a decent person. It reaches ahead when Tree Hugger is actually a peril of being thrown into a sock puppet dimension before Fluttershy puts an end to it all by losing her temper. It shouldn't have gotten to that point. Fluttershy should have stepped in. If Discord actually valued his friendship with her, he should have listened, not ignoring and escalating the situation until Fluttershy had to get angry. If the only way your friends listen to you is when you get upset, then they don't respect you. Which brings me to another topic. It continues. Discord spends an entire episode tormenting Twilight, isolating her by using in-jokes with her other friends. Isolating someone with those kind of jokes or isolating someone like this is bullying. And Discord should have been able to see and understand that he was making Twilight uncomfortable. Instead, he saw her misery and was delighted in it. He actively ruins the plans of the main six in order to monopolize their time, and make himself the star of the show. This isn't something that should be treated as desirable. It is something that should be addressed for the toxic, narcissistic behavior that it is. Instead of being rightfully displeased that he has inserted himself into the sisterly plans, Katie simply laughs off as the situation as exciting. This is nailing Discord's behavior and rewarding it, which only encourages him to continue in later episodes, including ruining the most important moment in Baymax's life, which is his proposal to Sugarbelle. Why wouldn't he? The last time he ruined an important moment for someone, it was called exciting. Discord is irresponsible precisely because he is an omnipotent being. To him, he can simply fix everything with a snap of his fingers. You know what can't be fixed so easily? Trauma, fear, and insecurity. In the episode where Discord simply isn't chosen to be a teacher, he allows the students to be placed in horrible danger, all to throw his little own tantrum because he didn't get an important title. This is not okay. Discord may be able to snap away the bad, but that still doesn't give him the right to play God in the emotional well-beings of others. Charlotte was well within her rights as a guardian to banish him from the school. He is a danger to the students. The school is a trial by other species on how they can live and grow together. The students are ambassadors of their pupils. Parents who would not be impressed to find the being of chaos tormenting them for his amusement. Which brings me to the finale. In the final episode, he not only does Discord endanger the entire world by freeing two of the most powerful villains from Tartarus. Yes, I said two. I have a whole rant on standby about poor Cozy Glow. He then told them where to find the most dangerous artifact known to mankind and taught them to work together. Discord then had the audacity to try to fake his own death, make himself into a hero, and try to place the blame on Twilight and her friends. Fluttershy even then stuck by him because she's oh so alone without him. So, even in the previous season finale, when he saved Twilight and her friends from Chrysalis, he only went because Fluttershy was in danger. Discord doesn't want to be better and help the older ponies who he mockingly calls his friends. Discord cares exclusively about Fluttershy. Fluttershy is powerless against Discord. Yes, she holds an element of kindness, but that's not all she has. The only way she keeps Discord in line, apparently, is by the thinly veiled threat that if he goes too far, she will leave him. Kinda sounds like a relationship, but whatever. That is not mutual trust and love. That is emotional manipulation. And here is the conclusion. This is a textbook codependent relationship. Discord toxic. Fluttershy is an enabler. So yeah, tell me your honest truth. No person has a responsibility to fix anything or anyone. It is not healthy. This is not okay. So that is how people end up idolizing broken and toxic relationships. Relationships are two people's bringing equal parts to the table. Supporting each other is building them up, not fixing. Being a parent, now making excuses for them or not allowing them to be toxic to others, whatever. But I feel the writers of this show aim to portray Discord as a quirky friend who just needed a helping hoof, but ultimately means well at his heart. However, what they ended up doing was portraying toxic relationship stereotypes, and worse, portraying it in a way that young people will consume and idolize. The cycle ends with us, honestly. So guys, I'm looking forward to see what you guys have to say in the comments, and if possible, I will reply to them, because I believe I have quite more to say. I just don't feel like putting it into too long of a video so that I can do everything. But, anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, put something in the subscribe. Until next time, this is Professor Embers signing off. Proof.